Alright, hopefully it works this time. Alright, now it's synced up. Alright. Let's go before it decides to do something else. Oh, and it looks like we just made reached 50 followers. I do thank everyone for putting faith in me. Hopefully I can make this one a excellent example of what can happen. Oh, let's talk to Joker while we get the chance.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
A quiet brag.
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know?
Oh, well, crap.
Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
At least he knows how to make a
It's
joke.
a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
You're dodging the question.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off
never had
in
to
flight
reach it.
school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Oh, he had the biggest grin out of everybody. Now then, onwards to curiosity.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Speak freely, Presley. I
Uh-huh.
want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Some people think asking for
but we
help
do.
is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to
Well, at least he
Normandy?
admits it.
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator
So far,
right
so
out of
good.
school,
Just starting the
following
stream
my
today.
grandfather's
Well,
footsteps,
for this
I
one.
guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements to arrive at Elysium after the Blitz hit. And those raiders were
thank
no
you for
match
that.
for an Alliance frigate. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's
Yes,
commission
personal
after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the plan right now. Alright, let's see. But this is a good chance to explore the Normandy a bit better. Alright. Nothing in there yet. Let's see about in here. I wish I had a couple people to talk to now. Let's talk with our future squeeze first.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
That was
I don't
quick.
see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for
Alright, so
personal
nothing there.
debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Well, welcome to the stream. See anything else in here? Well, that was handy. Oh, getting into the most recent variation of Mass Effect. I'm glad that they gave one the update that it deserved. Thank you for your confidence. Alright, there shouldn't be anyone in here at the moment. Yep. Alright, let's talk to the crew downstairs. At least you don't have the eternal wait line. Starting with Garrus.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe.
They help prevent people
But
from going
sometimes it
rogue.
feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
Not necessarily a bad thing from that.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Oh, not much. Just getting started. Getting the baseline for Shepard done.
Got Shepard.
Or set up at
What
least.
can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your
So far,
entire
so good.
species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting
Oh,
any
they'll find a way to survive.
stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
Warriors at heart.
But they go to
It happens.
colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
We all know how the genophage goes.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Alright, so that's all she's going
If
to
I
give
had
us for
been more
now
alert,
on that.
we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move, they don't make noise, they don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Alright, nothing from her yet. We already got his licenses that we could so far. Let's start with
You know
him.
that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
And
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology.
saying
that
something.
one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander.
Always.
But I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space.
Oh,
They emit too
poor
much heat and
Guardians.
radiation.
Sounds like
Too
someone's
easy
head
for sensors to
either
pick
in
them
the
up.
yard or
Unless you find a way to
in
capture
someone else's
those
yard across the
emissions.
road.
So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's
Ooh,
no way for anyone
that's
to
not
detect us?
good.
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
Always handy to
She's
have
the
the
best
edge.
ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster,
Ooh.
we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge.
Where else have you served,
Alright,
Adams?
You name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Not many ships can, if there's any.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
We just have
A month
ingenuity
ago,
on
I
our
was
side.
patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships
Yeah,
that
that
are
ain't a
3
good thing.
centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally
things aren't
created to
always as
serve
they
as an
seem.
automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
There's where the danger.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Uh-oh.
So the Geth share
That's never a
brain
good
power?
thing.
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near
ask me the
panic
real
among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this
that's when
order
things happen.
violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiles searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
Alright, that's about a pilgrimage while we
When my people
can.
reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma
Depends
to
on the
presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Alright,
I should go.
so that's all from her.
See you later.
All that's left to do now is find the aura. Get our crew set up before we do anything too nuts. Alright, next stop, Artemis Tau. That is a hard sound. I just can't remember where it is. Small gas deposit. This one doesn't usually have too many hitting goodies in it. Alright, it's Athens. Alright, nothing too crazy there. Alright. Him. And Garrus.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Alright, I gotta get back used to driving this thing. Oh, no, that's nice. Yeah, that makes aiming this much easier. Alright, where's the big something? I ain't close to the big thing yet. Let's see. There we go. Alright, don't need to heal just yet. So much don't fall in the cracks or the lava.
I don't think we can take that strong point head on.
No, I'm just trying to get rid of these things right now. This way, when we come around the back, we ain't gotta worry about the front. I still drives crazy. Yes, I know it's cheesy, but now we get to the real stuff.
Medi-shell deployed.
There we go. Now then, start over here. Wait for more gas to pop up. And get
That's
the
it.
stuff.
Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Alright, make sure we don't get stuck on anything. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Alright, let's see you. Alright, where are we at? Where are we at? Phasic, anti-personal. Those would come in handy. Though we're primarily fighting Geth in this one, there are still a couple biological enemies. Our wheel came off? Oh, we're going to fix that. Alright, nothing there.
It's a dry heat.
Remember to stay hydrated.
That's what he says. Remember to stay hydrated. It's kind of funny. Not the kind of thing I'd figure he'd say. There we go.
Negative contact.
All healed up. Alright. Fix the car. See anything there? Oh, someone's decrypt. Alright. See how it does this. Oh, we're just down some wheels in? So now we need more repairs. We'll be able to. Oh, something's angry. Yeah, I don't feel like running over this big Geth just yet. I will blow them up. Flat. that shot's going better. And dead. Yeah, we all level up. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and blow them up. Well, at least the gun repairs itself. Alright. That's only from overheating. Oh, at least you can get loading stuff. Oh, I was hoping we could just stop it there. Nope. Alright, see. Nothing that way. What about, well, either I didn't notice it the last time around, or they just added it. I'm thinking I just didn't notice it the first time around. Yeah, that or I just forgot about it. Because there was nothing there. Alright. Onwards to killing fields. Oh, the Geth look angry. Alright. Oh, there's an angry one. Well, they're done. And from here, it's on foot. Alright. Get our little Liara.
Finally, some action!
Oh, that hurt. That really hurt. Okay, I got a little reckless there. Why can't I hit?
I can't see him.
Alright. There we go.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Alright. Nope. Overload. Not what I was trying to do. Come on. Almost. Oh, I did not do this one right. Yeah, I got it. I overreached on that one. You know what you got used to? Ooh. Almost blown up again.
All patched up.
Oh boy. So close. Plus 6. Alright. Alright. Make sure you get first aid. Oh, the other thing. Always make sure to save now. Yeah, I'll make sure to get back into that freaking habit. I've been auto saves for far too long. Now, I do hope everyone's still having a good Memorial Day weekend. Oh, cutscenes. Those are really good. Stealth get. Get from above. Anchor get. Big. Sabotage you and you. Oh! Like I said, stealth kit.
All patched up.
Oh, come on.
Shields down.
Right, back up. Make sure everyone's healed. Oh, I hate these things.
Shields disabled.
Oh. Alright, go sniper. Oh, I hate this thing. Alright, let's see. There we go. Garrus!
Send me back.
Good to go.
Alright, let's go. You and you. Now overkill. And all dead. Well, only one left. But the main ones are dead. Oh, better now that I've gotten 2 jumpy kits and that big one did.
That's it. Bag 'em attack.
They definitely increased the... Well, that's probably the legendary bit there. Because, man, I felt difficulty there. Those guys did a lot more jumping than they did in the first time around. Oof. And once again, thanks for the vote of confidence in the stream. Let's see. Ooh, the long way down. Great, always the long way down. And jammed.
Charging up.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, what are they fighting? Aside from us. There we go. Alright folks, I'll be back in 1 second. Gotta get me some tea. Got me some tea. Let's see. No sign of this work schedule yet. Alright. Back to the times of killing and not without dying. Alright, after that, save. Every freaking chance I get, I'm saving.
Visited a Prothean ruin before.
Oh, wait, before anything else. Alright, still no grenades. Yeah, so far everything's going really well, except for the times where I almost get myself killed. Let's see. Any others? Alright. Stocked up on Metagel. Oh! Glad I saved. Yeah, I was figuring that was only a matter of time before it happened.
I've never visited a Prothean ruin before. Aside from the Citadel.
Well, yeah, he's technically right there. It could be considered a Prothean ruin. Even then, I'm very sure the keepers do everything they can to make sure it stays up and running right. No, wait. Here's the overload. This sabotage. Okay, that went much better that time. Oh, don't bring up that image. Well, we'll have to find our other way, the other way up, is all.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Well, there's the R.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
Well, how'd you trap
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful.
Always find a way.
There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Ooh. Geth can get creative with their problem solving. And Krogan just wants to go blast it open. Alright, start sniping. Ooh, that was handy. No, I was still taking a couple shots. That took 3 shots? Alright. Still no grenade mods? Alright, let's see. Really? Alright, let's start by finding the code. Radioactive. Ooh, that can be dangerous. That's dangerous there. Let's see. Oh. Well, that was different. I can definitely say that was different. And once we have the aura, that will be our whole crew there. Right. We all leveled up. Yes, I'm going support and to some degree, but I kind of need them alive, so support makes some sense. Still going straight damage most of the time.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
I was supposed to say which button?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
Incoming.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
Not much margin for error.
Nope. But a whole lot of margin for taking out the Geth. Alright, locked in this bit. There's Krogan.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her.
Sure it is.
And he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the
Not
Asari
anymore.
if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died
Yeah,
out
love
there,
his
and your
snarkiness.
pilot is making jokes?
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I
Only?
look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
We'll just make sure to be the last.
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
But never by choice.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren, or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
All good points.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him
Go
through,
ahead.
Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Oh, yeah, keep reminding us. Alright. Have a chat with everybody. Let's see. Yeah, Liara was the last one to be needed.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you tell me why you're really here?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. Balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask?
I can see where this is. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that.
What are you talking about?
Okay, even
Alright,
put the
you just
Normandy
gonna
in my
repeat all
hands, I'll
that?
make her dance for you.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Oh, it'll be good to have the SR2 when the time comes.
Yes, Commander?
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe
Carry on,
all.
Yes, ma'am.
All stuff now is the allies we have.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Tends to keep to himself, though.
all she wants
Maybe
to say?
because of the headaches. It's not easy being an elder.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better.
Yep.
How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Well, part of our job is to make sure everybody's
You're in good hands.
healthy.
Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Oh, that we don't
Don't
doubt.
worry, Liara. I trust you.
And you'll go further than
Let
that.
me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Alright, in this case, we really don't
I should
need
go.
to
Goodbye, Commander.
talk to her too much. Now, Caden, that'd be a different story.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. I mean, it's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind in a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using massive fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
Plenty.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
And you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Happens.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows.
Oh.
Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, this was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I wanted to get to know you a little better, that's all. Thanks for the talk, Caden.
Well, you're welcome, ma'am. You, make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process that, Commander. But, yeah, I'd like that.
Alright, let's see. I'm thinking about it. Of course, we can't do anything else. Get on Avenger. Oh yeah, that's right. She can wear human armor. Alright, most of the armor I'll have to wait till later on to do.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, let's see. Oh! Spectre Master Gear. Dang! Alright, let's see. I do want to get her
Oh, hello, Shepard.
pilgrimage thing started as well.
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm
And then
out
she
here,
finds a system.
I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people... But we set out... This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join.
Alright, so that's all she
Like
wants
what?
on that for now.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright, these are missions. Alright, Hades Gamma will be next. Let's see what the... Alright, the next time we come back here, we'll be heading over to the Hades Gamma. But for now, I will be calling it here. Just need to take a break for a minute. So until the next time, this will be Xbox Zelda signing out.